Alright, we're here. Gamers, hello, hi. How's it going? It is Saturday. It's 1 p.m. Eastern-ish. Time to do some more work on the Click and Play game. I hope y'all are doing okay. Don't think there's been any big gamer news since yesterday, so nothing to really catch up on. So let's just get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Oops. That's the wrong source. That's the incorrect source. Alright, how do we get some footage? I'm having a normal Saturday. That's what I'm having. Okay, how do I get this on screen? There we go. Alright, it is 2/14/2026. 13:10 something. Seems good. The Java update is still available. Alright. Oh, damn, that's some loud disk drive noises. There's so much dust on my shades right now. You have no idea. There's so much dust. Come on, computer. Show me the video. There we go. There we go. Clean my cereal. I'm not cleaning anything. But you could be quiet.
Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to Windows 98. Why are you still using Windows 98? What is wrong with you? Stop buying computers from thrift stores, man!
Okay, so we're working on the boss fight. Very important boss fight. Let's pop back into our files here. So we have the basis, the very, very basis of Cosby Bot ready here. What we need now is the individual Cosby kids' robot forms before they become all the pieces of him and everything. So let me see. Let me get my reference image back up here. What reference image was I using again? That's probably it. There we go. Alright. So. Let me also get the palette we're using up. Good. Move things around a little. Alright, so. We need to draw Cosby kids. So. The general idea here is going to be just to draw, you know, an appropriately sized image of each of the Cosby kids, just with a kind of more angular design that suggests that they're, you know, robots instead of kids. So that should be pretty straightforward. Let's see. So what's the general size of these? I mean, I guess I don't really have to figure that out. I could just do it. Good, I named all the hands. Oh, I guess I have a template back here as well. We can hide these. Add some more of the templates. There we go. Okay. So we'll probably start over here. Let's see, what zoom do I want? 400 is a little too zoomed. We'll do 300. There we go. And they should be approximately the size of the hand. So we'll start Russell, I guess. So we'll do a new layer here. Get the pencil going. Make sure we have the 2 wide. Good. Okay, let's make this like kind of like this so we don't get too confused with what we're working with. Alright. Okay, so Russell is simple. He's short. He's the shortest one. He's kind of shaped like a flump. Should be relatively simple. Gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Let's start with like a kind of a general shaping him out. Something kind of like that for the head shape. The body's gonna be kind of like this. Turn off some of these other hands. Okay. And then he's got like big boots and shit down here. Kind of like that. Okay. Alright, so. So Russell's wearing one of those, like, one of those big fucking winter hats with the flaps. So, hold on. We want them to appear robotic, which means it will be best if we worked with lines, if possible. I kind of want white behind here so I can goddamn see something. The contiguous here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the components of his hat can be a little, oops, exaggerated. He's supposed to be kind of robotic here. We want angles to get across the robotic appearance. Got a big ass scarf here. Should be pretty easy. Arms are going to be pretty easy on all of them. Alright. Something like that. He's gonna have a solid line heading up here. He's got a pocket, but we'll decide if we want to draw the pocket or not. A little bit here. We're gonna make his boots kind of pointed, almost like alluding to kind of a Mega Man-ish, Mega Man X-ish kind of boot. And let's get this angular as hell. Okay. And then something along this. Okay. Now he's gonna be a bit... We're gonna mirror him. A bit like this. Okay, merge this layer down. Good. Okay. And we're going to give him some colors here, so... should, of course, pick our colors from what we've already got back there. Start with some very simple colors first. Where's my fill tool? Here it is. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Do the basics first, and then we'll fill everything in. He's got kind of an orangish shade of skin. Actually, kind of like that. He's kind of like absurdly orange compared to everyone else. And we'll put the face details in later. And he's got a purely yellow scarf. He's got the bright blue jacket. Got the color in the hands. His pants match the hat. And the boots are red for some reason. I don't think we included that detail on the hand, but no problem. Good. Okay, so some very basic face shit going on here. Now, they're robots, so they don't even have to have human-like faces. We could give them, like... Let's see. Like something more, you know, robotic. It looks kind of evil. I don't think I want it to look evil. What if we just did something like this? No. Doesn't really look like anything. Part of the problem is we have a very small space to work in, so any kind of weird details we try to put in kind of appear misconstrued. I'm gonna do a search here for some reference. How about something kind of like, let's see. Need to re-remember all the shortcuts for everything here. Okay, that looks robotic. That looks robotic. He has freckles. We'll just put some dots here. Okay. It gets the idea across. Maybe let's add some lines on him to accentuate the robotics of him. You know, some simple shit here. And it's probably would have been better to put on. In fact, we'll do this one side and we're going to remirror it. That way we don't have weird inconsistencies. Actually, there's not a lot of spots to even put lines. The only visible joint on this guy is the arms right here. Okay, we'll leave that as it is. And go to the next one, and if we get any good ideas, you know, we'll just come back to it. Okay, let's turn off the hand below. Let's see. Harold. Let's see, where's Harold? Damn it. Okay. Harold is weird. But that's his name. it's Weird Harold, so it makes sense that he's weird. He's tall as fuck. Lanky and all sorts of shit. And he's got a tall-ass head, too. It's like a gourd. But so does Bill. Anyway, he's tall, so we can definitely... Let's turn off Russell. Where is he? So we can work high up here. A really weird fucking head. Kinda like that, but less of a cheek, kind of further down. Something like that. He's got a long neck. And a really lanky body. Like, I kind of feel like we can draw the arms first here and still kind of get this. Right. Yep, bad curve. Okay. Got a super slender body with, like, a funny jacket. Really long legs. Feet should be longer than that. He's got long feet as well, just kind of thin, though. Kind of something like that. That's the general vibe he's got going on. Oops. That's kind of what he's got going on there, so let's see what we can do with this. And I gotta remember, robotics, we want angles and lines. Angles and lines. Okay. It's got a long ass neck. Arms out to here. Hands are generally difficult to do. In a way that's gonna look good. We'll draw some finger details there in a little bit. Okay. Have to work on that joining area. Might exaggerate his jacket a little bit. unusually straight legs since he's a robot, and that's gonna help with the appearance. He kind of has like almost skateboard shoes. I'm not really sure how to describe them. I'm not a shoe person because I have other things that I waste my money on that aren't shoes. But we'll work out the details. All right. Let's do some details. Okay, just some finger lines over here. Oops, I want them to be one. Just some finger lines over here. Let's zoom in a touch. Ew. Better eraser than that. Bring it a little closer. There we go. Okay, that'll do for some basic finger lines. So we got this. We're gonna put a line here. Kind of show the angle of the robot arm. Let's see about his jacket. He has a collar. He's wearing like a collared shirt under his little jacket here. Something kind of like that going on. Oops. Oh, God. Probably flip this now. I was wrong. What just happened? We zoom back out. We're getting confused. There we go. Like that, and then we're going to adjust a few details. Oops, fuck. Yeah, okay. him. Gotta adjust this neck a bit. Go for pixels. There we go. Okay, his pants are pretty high up, so we'll go for that. These are basically going to be still sprites. They're going to be still sprites that then have one... I explained this last time. They're going to have a smush frame, then they're going to be hands. Okay, so... some hair details on him. He's got... have a natural kind of haircut going on here. His cheeks are not that chubby. Kind of fucked that up. Something more like this, maybe? Getting some annoyances from back here. Hold on. Oh. Alright, how do we get this? He does not have an easy head shape at all. Okay, that is much closer to his head shape. But we gotta, his neck has to be slimmed down a bit. Get him 1 pixel here. His neck is much too thick out here. That's better. Okay, that's much more recognizable as him. Kind of has sideburns a little bit. Minor little sideburns. Okay, let's do some... simple kind of joints here. Ugh. Just to convey that they're robots. let's get some color in here. His skin color is relatively light. Well, it's not very light. It's kind of an in-between of the shades we're using on Cosby's face here. This might be okay. Oops. Kind of like that. Okay, and then all the rest of the colors. So, he's got the orange jacket. The white inner shirt. He's got the blue jeans. They might actually be slacks, but either way they're blue. So we're gonna give him a blue jean collar. And his shoes are white. Now he technically, his pants are short, and they've got like orange socks matching his jacket, but we don't have to put that on there. Okay. It's something resembling a face for him. There we go. Oh, I forgot to color in his shirt and shoes. Okay, there we go. That's something. That's something. That's a start. Got 2 bots so far, so we're making progress. Who's next? Who's the one I disabled under them? Is it Rudy? Let me save, make sure this won't get lost. Okay, Rudy. Rudy's also kind of slender, but he's not as tall as Harold, so... it'll be a bit different. Okay, Rudy. He's got a much more normal shaped head. Okay, let me get the layer actually working here. Why'd I do that? Okay, so he's got a much more normal head shape. More horizontal than the rest of them. The hat up there. Short neck. Well, no, his neck is not actually short. He's wearing a turtleneck, which somehow makes it look short, but actually it's pretty long. Once you actually consider the turtleneck he's wearing. I like that. A little hard to see that hand in the way. I'm gonna keep it in so I can get the general height set up first, though. He's got almost like genie shoes. Something resembling genie shoes he's got for some reason. And bell bottoms. Go, it's the general shape of him. Okay. So let's get our pencil here. And try to stick to, you know, sharp lines. Turtleneck is probably going to end up a little exaggerated because it's a rather defining feature on him. Okay, sharp elbows for the roboticness of him. And let's see, the turtleneck goes down to like there. He's wearing a vest. We're gonna have this and one of these. Then this dealie down here. I want to capture the swoopiness of the bell bottoms. Then the pointiness of these genie shoes we can kind of over-exaggerate a bit, I think. Way over-exaggerate the genie shoes. go. I have some problems down there with the bell bottoms, but we're gonna have to just redraw a lot of that. Okay, I'll try to fix these bell bottoms. Probably slim that down a touch. Okay. It's a good general shape for him. Something along these lines for the center. Hair on the side. Made his head a lot wider than it really is. That's better. Bring it out by 1 for evenness. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we did some eyes. Maybe we can give this guy 2 eyes. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Kind of like that, maybe. Ugh, damn it. Okay, that helps a little bit. Okay, let's see. Let's get some colors here. So, hat is orange. Oops. Skin color, I think, is closer to this kind. Okay, he's got a pink for the undershirt. He's got this right here for the vest. Pants are purple. And the genie shoes match the vest. Oops, forgot his neck. There we go. Got to give him some robotic lining on the joints here, so let's just do like that. Okay. Okay. Got 3 of the Cosby kids in a bag here. I need to pee. I had a large iced tea on my way home. I need to pee. Give me a second. It's gonna be super quick. Okay, I thought that was going to be quicker. That was a lot of pee. Shit. Okay. Okay, so name this correctly. Park and go. Make sure this is saved. All right, who's next on our list here? Bucky. It's Bucky. 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 Is Bucky anyone's favorite Cosby kid? Like, seriously. Fuck. Alright, so Bucky's on the shorter side, comparable to Russell. Disable the hand right below it. sure the music gets reset. You don't get interrupted. Check to make sure the little girl is still napping. Yeah, kind of napping. Okay, so Bucky is on the shorter side. I believe comparative. Russell's a little shorter, but okay, he also has a weird panicular head shape, but it like swoops backwards. Like how to put it, like if this is Bucky's head from the side, the top of his skull does this kind of, you know, it does that, which is kind of weird, but we're not really going to see that from a front view. So let's see, from the front view, from the direct front, his head is not going to look that weird. His head only really looks weird from the side. His head looks surprisingly normal from a front view. He does have a long neck, though. Long, thin neck. Okay. And he's very slouchy. How do I convey this? Big-ass sleeves, too. Difficult thing to draw from the front. His hands are pretty small. His arms are very thin. He's a weirdly short, emaciated guy. But he's also not thin. He's like skinny fat. You know? His shirt doesn't fit him. Like, the collar is all stretched out. Yeah, a goblin. His body type is a goblin. He's got a long shirt that can almost dress like, not that long, maybe more like this. And then very basic nothing legs. I keep getting a straight line when I want some curve to it. Even this is too thick up here. Like his legs are like nothing. Okay, so a lot of the work here is going to be done by drawing over him. Okay. This poor fucker is, like, going bald. Like his hairline is so far back. Like, it's over for this guy. It's done. He's done. Neck. General shape of the sleeve. Fix that curvature a bit. Very thin arms. We're not going to be able to convey the proper thinness, like, of his arms. Like, it looks like you could snap his arms. Like this guy is somehow, like, he's just so, like, he's got nothing going for him. Oops, too close. Legs, I'm going to end up drawing very close together. Oops, let's do it like this. His feet are actually kind of long. Okay, it's a general outline for him. Let's get this pasted over. Look how I fucked up those legs. How are we gonna fix this? Somehow his symmetry, like, all got skewed. Completely skewed symmetry. I'm not even sure how that happens. He's still off center a bit. Is he? No, that makes sense. I'm just having some issues. His general shape. He's just so fucked up looking that it's hard to make him look right. Okay, his skin is actually kind of similar to Russell's. We'll grab that color. Oops. Damn it. Okay. And he's got the yellow shirt, the green pants, and the matching yellow shoes. Okay, now we need to get the, I think I fucked up his head. Like, by 1 pixel here. Let's do that. Yep. Getting rid of anything that could be perceived as a chiseled jaw, because this goblin does not got no chiseled jaw. We can close up his neckline a little bit. Made it a touch too wide. Okay. We're not really going to draw much hair on him because of how fucked his hairline is. Okay, what kind of eyes have we done so far? We did a solid horizontal, we did a single one, we did one of these. Let's see. Maybe we can do some kind of sleepy looking eyes. Yeah, that might do. Like almost like a skull, really. Oops. It's like a weird, like, cheese-colored skull. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's see. Next. The favorite of many, Dumb Donald. We'll disable Mushmouth so he's not in the way. Dumb Donald is pretty damn tall. Not as tall as Harold, but pretty damn tall. Oops. Okay, let's see. So he has that slanted bell-shaped hat that we can exaggerate a bit. And he's got a big oversized sweater he's wearing, so I can be like... Also, his hands are huge! Like, damn, he's got big hands. Yeah, he's got yaoi hands. Some lanky legs. Just a little, not like that. Big, goofy-ass feet. Proportions feel a little off, to be honest, but we'll just kind of work with it. Yeah, the proportions are a bit off here, but we're gonna see where this takes us. Oops, bad curve. Something like that, but there, so that's better. Okay. That side's just a touch too much over here. Keep fucking up the curve. Okay, something like that. See, the problem with stretching out the tip of his hat too far is it fucks up his torso. Because their torso kind of swoops with his body, so really it should be more over here. Yeah. His hands are going to be a bit difficult to represent. We'll work something out. Okay, he's got like goofy ass like dress shoes with a heel, even though he's wearing like a a oversized hoodie. I'm not sure where he got this shit. Okay, before we flip them, I want to get a few details on here. Oops. Okay, gotta get some fingers. Proper eraser here to shape this up a bit. Here we go. Like, these hands are ridiculous. I'm out. That's okay. I'm fine. Okay, that's something resembling his weird ass fingers. His pants are actually shorter than his legs, but we're going to leave it like this for simplicity's sake. Okay, he has some stripes up here on his sweater. And then we need to get the line details. Turn the steam on? What do you mean turn the steam on? Play games on Steam? I don't want to. Let's get some very simple lines up here. I hate how it... Okay, we'll just use them as a general thing. You can't see jack shit? Lucius, I think you need to refresh your browser, dude. There we go. Then we need room for the eye holes, which are pretty important in his design. There we go. Now his mouth is visible under his hood, but I think for the for the sake of him being robotic, we're actually not going to have that be the case here. Oops. Okay, that's a pretty good shape. pretty good shape, I think. Contiguous. Let's get this filled in. Damn it, those spare pixels that fuck me up. Yeah! No! Please! Okay. Okay, good. The green for his sweater. Blue stripes. Skin. Maybe like this. Maybe a shade lighter. That might be okay. Okay, now he's got funny pants with a pocket. And his feet are actually kind of teal. Darker kind of teal. Not sure if there's a good matching color in the Klik and Play palette. Maybe this one, actually. Exactly that one, actually. Good. Oh, I'm so cool. Okay, there we go. Good. Beautiful. Come on. Sure what's on that layer. Okay, there we go. There we go. I like that we didn't put the mouth. It just looks like a dome head of his... whatever he's supposed to be. And then the last hand is going to be Mushmouth. I have a layer here that I don't know what it is. Layer 7. What is this? I'll never know. Okay, Mushmouth is kind of an average height guy. He's not particularly tall or nothing. See if this little girl's still sleeping. Being a sleepy girl. Oh, I am so tired. Oh. You know, one thing I really did not know until I got older is that being sedentary, like living a sedentary lifestyle in and of itself, can make you tired. Which is the most absurd thing to me, but That's just what it is. That's just how it is. Ugh. I know I'm not 60, but I sure fucking feel it with how, like, little energy I have any given day of the week. Alright. Being sedentary makes you sleep poorly. I think I sleep relatively well, honestly. Like, I do sometimes, you know, wake up a little bit in the middle of the night, but it's not like I'm up. Like, I'm laying in bed, you know, eyes closed. Mushmouth's dealio is he's got a beanie with a little... My hand disappeared. He's got a beanie with a little poof at the end on his head. And the rest of his head is basically a thumb. Like, his head is a thumb. It just is. A thumb with a little beanie up here. And damn, his body is also... His body is almost goblin-like, except his torso is another thumb. Or rather, the extension of this thumb up here. And then he's got these stickman hands and with extremely long arms. That. He's got high tops, but I don't know if we're going to necessarily put that in the design. He's got a scarf. That's a general shape for him. But yeah, I need to be working out regularly, but it's like I wasn't working out regularly before I have a kid. Before I was watching a kid. Now that I have one, it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to find time if I couldn't find time before when I actually had time? Oops. Hold on. Alright, so... It's got like at the top of the, It's got like the top of the... You know, the band around the bottom of the beanie. Anyway. Real had some bad line work. this. He's got the scarf. And here. He's got short sleeves, even though he's wearing a scarf. I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but that's just how he is. Okay, his pants are absurd as well. They're like, I don't even know how to describe. Oh, I guess it's like if his pants had a spot for a zipper and a button, but there's no zipper or button. Okay, very simple. Design. It's got his high tops don't have laces. Something kind of like that. His shirt is grotesquely short. Add the little thing at the top later. Okay, let's get this. Oops. Let me put the finger details in real quick. There, okay, now we'll do a quick flip for him. Kind of like that. He's really weird. He's a really weird looking fucker. Okay, let's get some color in here. So, got the red on his hat. His pants. His skin is the same shade as this guy. He's got the blue scarf. The blue scarf. Got the orange shirt. To match the shoes. Got this dumbass thing up here. And just getting a few lines for the hat. There we go. Oops, that's completely fucked. There we are. Fix this up a bit. Alright. God, Mushmouth is fucked up. Okay. Okay. We have representations of the Cosby Kids for all these hands. Save, I don't lose anything. Good. Good. Okay. So I don't know if we have enough time to do another one, but we should at least start. We need Bill. We need the Bill. So Bill's shape is kind of almost like a bean, really. Kind of like that, except not as pronounced as I'm making it. It kind of pointed a bit towards the bottom. Got a neck. I'm gonna have his arms out. No. feet are way too big. Those legs are way too short. What am I doing with my life? Something like that, except, you know, a better representation of a foot down here. And honestly, the arms should be a little lower down, maybe. Okay. Start drawing over this. Ugh. Like Bill made his self-insert look relatively normal. I wonder why. Let's see. Trouble getting that. That kind of. Like this a little. Like upward-facing palms, kind of going for kind of look, kind of like he's floating in, like a dark angel or something. Okay, he's got a simple-ass sweater going on. I'm gonna do this. Ugh. Kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that. That kind of works. Oops. Get some hair over here. His hairline is not as fucked up as what's his name's. One second. get some color in, then I think the details will just come on their own, so... Oops. Should be a lighter shade, this one. Okay, that's definitely helping with the hair, I think, because it should go in a bit more. Okay. Fix that arm length. Bill might end up having actually a relatively normal looking face just because he's gonna end up being the head. And the main, you know, main guy here. He's gonna have this smug, kind of closed-eye smile that he has in this promo art I'm looking at. Okay, they draw him with a very distinct kind of, you know, nose thingy down there. With, you know, the nostrils being very visible. Oops. That. Let's get him some ear. That. And then, one very important aspect, like, this skinny-ass Bill has to turn to this big flabby Bill head. So I have an idea on how I want to make that a more believable transformation. I have an idea, but we don't have the time to work on that today. We've hit our 2-ish, and I know I'm a little late, but I got shit I gotta do. We hit the 2-ish enough hours, so... Okay, so that's good progress. We got a layout of most of the Cosby kids here. For the next stream, I want to add a few additions to Bill to help his transformation into the modern Cosby head work. Then I want to do some smush frames for all the kids for when they turn into, you know, the hands and whatever they turn into. And then after that, I think that's most of the artwork for this boss fight done, at least the major stuff, so that's good. We're making good progress. We got all this drawn already, you know? Like, this is going somewhere. It's going somewhere. We got shit done. We're getting shit done.
Goodbye, stupid. We've had a lot of fun on your crappy computer. Please don't ever come back.
There you go. Alright, so good. Good stuff. The art is important for this sort of thing, so I'm glad it's working out, because that's the only way we're going to have the Cosby kids in this. So, once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, you know, to make the streaming worthwhile. Very much appreciated. I've been having a very hard time lately coping with the state of the world and in America and all that shit, so that's a lot of the reason why, you know, I turned the stream on and I look absolutely fucking miserable. I'm having a really hard time coping with all this. So, thank you for letting me just kind of forget about it for 2 or so hours. It's kind of nice. Yeah, so, plan is, so long as everything goes well with the baby's naps, on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be working more on the, not working on anything, we'll be playing some more Barnyard. Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be playing some more Banjo Nuts and Bolts. Next Saturday, there's a chance that the stream might not happen because I got stuff that I'm going to be doing on that Saturday. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to do this. And that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Crunch wrap.